Alright, so we're gonna go spectate Crimeboss's match. So it's Crimeboss versus Griss.
Whoa, Nefarian's coming out. So we're looking at a... Wait a minute. Dragon? Is this a dragon?
Dragon Paladin. Yep, that's how Crimeboss rolls. And Griss, I need to add Griss. Okay, so this is their first match. Wonderful.
Okay.
So I need to add Griss.
Yeah, he has the forbidden healing here. There's not really any alternative to this. Unfortunately, while that is going to bring him up to 28, one tap of the hero power here is definitely going to provide a lot of work. Boom. Another 13 plus 4 is... Jeez, he's right back to where he was at. So, well, he can do this again, but he's just going to be in the same scenario he was in before. What he really needs now is like a lightning storm. But you know what? Ancestral healing actually could buy him a little bit, but not enough to save the game. Wait a minute. Could it, though? Hold on. He'd get 6 life back if he played this correctly. He'd get 6 plus have an 8/8 taunt. He would have to trade most likely the 6/2 in. Yeah, no, he's still dead. The only thing that would have saved him was a lightning storm.
So that's a shaman win for Griss. So we can X that off. Yep. Alright. That is that.
The Nefarian play was a desperation play, hoping for a lightning storm. Or elemental destruction would have done nicely as well.
True.
Malfurion versus Anduin. The light shall bring victory. I must protect.
Alright, so here we have Druid! Cthulhu Druid at that!
Well, it is the most stable Cthulhu deck build according to what people are saying.
Oh, I'm sorry, I stopped playing Druid once they nuked that combo.
I'm just happy that Brand Veclor didn't become too much of a thing, because that shit.
Oh, come on, you remember day one me just getting trip imps like all over the place?
Ugh. So annoying. Black Knight can only do so much and no more. Apologies, African American.
That's why equality exists.
Yeah, in the only class that can deal with that shit free.
Equality exists in the only class with a dirty old white man in it. Think about that one. Alright, so no reason to actually coin out other than to possibly play a 4-drop. But instead, he's going to get greedy here, and he's going to be sitting on... Okay, so by this
ramp.
Yeah, he's getting the ramp in, and that'll allow him to innervate out a Azure Drake on turn 2, basically. It's a hard minion for a priest to deal with, so this is pretty much a go-to play. And you get the card draw as well, and you have swipe in your hand, so yeah, that's like a no-brainer there. Thought Steal. What the hell are we watching?
Wow.
Can I laugh if he swipes the Azure Drake? I mean, it is possible.
Well, this is interesting. Super Dark apparently thinks that he's out of the tournament and logged off.
Okay, wow, hey, somebody got a free win.
Pretty much.
Alright, so here comes the ooze, which ain't gonna do shit for obvious reasons, as we already know. He's gonna heal back. And then he's gonna take another 9 to the face. Mulch! Not a bad choice. Actually, mulch makes a lot of sense if you think about everything that's been happening in Hearthstone lately.
I'm always so wary of mulch because you never know what card's gonna give your opponent.
So he goes for another Azure Drink, fully recognizing that if you couldn't deal with it that turn, you probably can't deal with it this turn as well. Now, do you do the trade here, or do you just push 4 more face?
I wonder.
I would say you probably do the trade. And now you have a 6-3 swipe waiting to happen. Living Roots comes down, which is going to get answered by a swipe to the face.
Play with fire.
Yeah. I'd swipe face here. There's the Black Knight. We see Cthulhu cards, but we see no Cthulhu.
Yeah, this is something that I hate about what the meta has become, because everybody just wants to be efficient and whatnot. So you have people making use of Cthulhu cards just because they're good, even without actually having like a proper Cthulhu deck build or whatever. Because I've noticed like people just randomly even running Disciple of Cthulhu for the random battle cry that deals the 2 damage, and obviously running stuff like Dark Arakoa because it's a damn good taunt for those stats.
And the Flash Heal removes the 4/4 off the board. Now, do you ever just slam down Ragnaros here, or do you just mulch it?
There we go. Now you can see both cards. Was waiting on that friend request to accept.
Alright, so you are versus Priest. You know they have things like Entomb. You know they have that. So yeah, slamming down Rag seems like a really bad idea. Slamming down Sylvanas would make some sense, but you get some really bad chances with that thanks to Entomb.
Okay, so this is getting Entombed, I think.
Oh yeah, this is either getting Entombed
or do you
or
just
just
kill
destroyed. It? Yeah, no, he's gonna kill it. Alright, so destroys it. He also got that nasty Ancient of War. And he's just going to play down a 1/1, be like, YOLO.
Alright, so I guess here we see Cenarius.
Yep.
Dark Arakoa. Going for the dark? I'd go Cenarius. I'd play on curve.
I would too, except for there's a couple really nasty things that could happen if you do. But yeah, no, I like the Dark Arakoa. And he does not have Cthulhu in his deck. He literally has Dark Arakoa just for the fact it's a 5/7 taunt. Much respect out of this. We're looking at a heavy taunt-laden deck. This is somebody who really hates aggro and is like, I'm so done with it. Putting nothing but taunts in there. And this is most likely going to either get entombed or he's just going to play his own big-ass tree. And he goes with his own big-ass tree.
Might as well go at the tree play. So, African-American Knight's going to get some value here.
Yes, he is.
None shall.
You're gone. And your 1/3 also just ate a bag of dicks.
Wow.
Wow.
I love the
Actually,
the
he opts not to do it. He says, nope, your face is the place.
Probably just wants to secure the win and move on.
Welcome to the exhibit.
What do you go for here? Karn?
Karn. I mean, without even thinking about it. But you still actually have to answer that Dark Arakoa, which means you're probably going to use... See, you're in a bad position either way here. If you... Yeah. Play the Karen contest, but you end up losing. Play the Entomb, you buy yourself some time. As the Druid, you're in a pretty commanding position, so you can nourish for 3 cards quite nicely. And there's one of the ones you really wanted to get right there. There's another one. So he's going to swipe there, wrath the other one for the card draw. No, actually he can't. He doesn't have enough mana for it. So instead he's probably going to put this in charge mode.
Where shall I strike?
Yep. Just go face again. And this is pretty much a GG scenario here. Yeah, that's game.
The Earth Mother is near.
So Crimeboss takes this quite handsomely at that. Oh, wow. Almost to, you know, add a little bit of insult to injury here.
Well played.
He goes for the overkill play.
And that's GG.
Yep. Way to go, Crimeboss.
Alright, so Crimeboss gets win. Wait, that was the first game or the second?
Check your chat log.
No, that's supposed to be the second game. Because Griss had won the first game with his Shaman. So I was supposed to update the score, but I did not remember to. So the series is now tied up 1 game apiece. There we go.
Oh my god! Is that Doomhogger? It is Doomhogger!
Yep.
Somebody was expecting to face Cthulhu.
Can't say I blame him.
Oh, neither can I.
That anti-Cthulhu tech.
It is an anti-Cthulhu tech. It's like, haha, I'm gonna play Cthulhu next turn. Haha, I play Doomhogger. Fuck.
Job's done.
So you can X out the Druid for Crimeboss. There you go. Alright. We're back on track.
So we're gonna probably see a pass for both players on turn 1, though there is some relevance to playing out the Cthulhu 2-mana card there, but probably not in best interest. Yeah, oh, that's right. We're looking at a Yogg deck as well. The fun times. It's like everybody in Jamaica is playing the same build. It's kind of funny. It's like they have a tight-knit community there or something.
Let's make magic.
So the 3-2 is going to come down, and it's going to be met by most likely a Shield Slam. But instead is opting to go for the card draw. That's interesting, considering what I see in hand. Oh, geez. Goes for the trade. Plays down the next one. Do you ever coin out right there just to like maximize that value and then play down something else? I don't think so. So Griss is looking for more spells. If he can get 1 spell here, he'll be in a really good position. Unfortunately, that's not what he needed right there. So he goes ahead, does the trade, brings out the Water Elemental, probably the biggest bane to Warrior since, like, ever.
I have an axe to grind.
And Bloodhoof Brave comes down, playing on curve mostly, pretty nicely. The Warrior now has some really good opportunities to take advantage of this board state. But as a mage, you actually don't feel bad tempo trading into that because you're going to freeze it quite nicely. And then the hero power is just going to bring it right within Blizzard range. So he's going to go for some armor and a card draw, get some options here. And that'll leave him 3 mana left over. There's a couple cards that would definitely help him. Execute is one of them. But which is he going to value here?
And we're back. Okay.
Alright, so he's going to go for the Shield Slam, and then he's just going to execute the 3-4. That was a good, strong safety play. It always feels bad to Blizzard on just a 1-minion board to kill it.
This is
but
true.
The alternative here...
Could hope for a really good coin.
Yep, that's exactly what he's doing, ladies and gentlemen. He's hoping for...
Nice!
Oh!
That value.
Wow. GG, get wrecked.
Same Waker to read.
Alright, so we're probably going to see a Bash.
Bash and Cruel Taskmaster?
Yeah, that's exactly where I'd go with this, is Bash, Cruel Taskmaster, Hero Power. And coming into turn 7. So you got a couple options here. I would definitely go with the Azure Drake. It's a really nice play. And look at that. He could double down on Arcane Intellect next turn. Not overly good. May just want to soak this damage. You've got enough armor. Go ahead and soak. However, Ragnaros is probably coming down right now, so that armor soak is really going to start hurting. But hey, there's always Brawl. Alright. So, couple plays you can do here. But probably the best one is going to be a Brawl and maybe a minion play, but... The problem with the Brawl here is if you don't get Rag, you're going to... Or if Rag doesn't get taken off the board, you're in a really bad position. But this is a really smart play, recognizing the fact that Rag cannot attack. Giving it a little bit more of base attack really means absolutely nothing. So you've now increased the odds of Rag going out, and you got it. You're still stuck with a 4-4, which is kind of like that middle option of, you know, from worst option to best option. The 4 was about the best option there. So Arcane Intellect's going to come down, and we might see the Faceless Summoner, and he summons out... Oh, look, it's a Raptor! Now, this board's getting really scary. Yeah, you go Sylvanas and probably just Hero Power here. But no, instead he's actually going to be a little bit greedy. Greed is good, ladies and gentlemen. Don't let anybody tell you differently. And he's going to push damage to the face. Alright, so here's where you Brawl no fucks given mode. And here I think you really want to take hold of either the 5-5 or the 4-4.
More Brawl time.
Mm-hmm. And you're going to get... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh! Get punished! The reckoning is...
Someday I'll be a real knight.
Oh, shit. Oh, the pain. The pain. Now, looking at the hand here, you just unload every bit that you possibly can at your opponent's face. Be like, nope, I got you. Gonna keep pushing that damage to the face. Gonna go for the Arcane Intellect. Look for another Frostbolt. Gets a Fireball. That pretty much is going to say GG. Now, Alexstrasza can come down. That can slow some of this up quite nicely.
Well,
Well, if you revenges to get rid of the 2/2s,
you still with a 5/5.
yeah, exactly. Definitely gonna have to Alexstrasza there.
The only other option would have been to play down Doomhogger, then do the revenge, and thus create a taunt scenario, but you still would have died to the Fireball.
Dead or alive.
Alright.
Spellslinger head. Anything of value? Nope.
Oh, Sack Pack is the fail, and that is 8 plus 6 plus ping is dead.
Yippers. Spellslinger, the real MVP, man. Giving him lethal.
Yep. This is another game where Yogg is in the deck, and people don't play Yogg. It's like...
Alright, so that's another win for Griss. Putting in that work.
See, what round are we in? We're in... Looks like the 5th round?
I think it's about that. I haven't been able to refresh.
Yes,
my...
we're in the 5th round right now on this match.
Okay, scores updated on stream, and that was a win for the mage deck for player 2.
So we're sitting at 1-1.
So the priest time, oh yeah, now we're talking. Get hype. Priest action on stream. Alright.
Oh, this might be bad. This might be bad for poor Crimeboss. I like Crimeboss too. Oh, but the priest gets a really rocky hand. Crimeboss is going to take it. Yeah, it is. But Crimeboss is going to take a very early lead here.
What kind of warrior is straight control?
It could be.
Because
It
if
really
it
could
is
be.
straight control, then the priest actually stands a chance. But if it's like tempo or pirate, then definitely gonna lose if you can't play anything out until turn 4.
Yeah. It also could be the Math Warrior, which is, you know.
But hey, it picks up a wild pyromancer.
That right there tells me something real important. That it's a control warrior.
That just the card though.
Exactly. It's a control warrior.
Alright, so priest is still in it. You see heals.
I don't know, man. The control warrior versus priest has always been that classic matchup that's very difficult for a lot of
It's pretty much 50-50.
It is 50-50. There's a lot of you know, having to think through your plays, and a good amount of times it comes down to fatigue.
Yep.
Whoa! Alright, I may be wrong
Malkarok.
that Malkarok just changed things up. That Malkarok definitely changed things up. Now watch you get a Curse Blade and get totally screwed.
do you have?
Oh, I just jinxed them. Every time I've ever played Malkarok, it's always either Curse Blade or Light's Justice. I think once I got a Doom Hammer.
Ah. I pulled that card on day one, and to this day I haven't played it. Like, I haven't played anything warrior related besides Pirate Warrior since the new expansion. Warrior just felt like it was in such a bad place. Like, the only
But
thing...
it turned out it was in one of the best places. It has 7 viable decks.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, once the meta stabilized and people started messing around with stuff, and Tempo Warrior all of a sudden became a thing.
Alright, so you have a really good play here. I would go with the...
Trade?
No. Even better play. You go with the Cruel Taskmaster. Cruel Task one of your 1/4s. Trade in there. But the other issue is you're going to eventually get to turn 6 and you got to worry about Cabal Shadow Priest. So instead, he's just saying, no, I'm good.
This is why I figured, like, you could just easily trade, get, like, what, 4 armor? Still have 2 1/1s on board, so that even if he does hold it over the next turn, that's his entire turn, and you get more armor on top of it.
Right.
And you get rid of the potential for him to steal one of your healthy armor smiths with a Cabal Shadow Priest on turn 6.
Right.
a pinch of vigor.
So, interesting choice of play here, respecting, you know, it's like, nope, you're not going to get away free. So that's an opportunity lost there. He also had another play that would have been really interesting. So maybe it was actually the best play not to deal with the 3-5, because you still have this. But remember, a circle comes to Griss, and, well, you gain 2 armor, but you lose your board. So he's going to eat some more damage. Going to trade 1. He's going to trade 2. Is he going to go for the revenge to execute? That seems a little wasteful. No, he's just going to build up armor. Knowing that it's now turn 6, he doesn't really want his opponent to get much value. And he actually does take out the 4-5. So here comes a Wild Pyromancer. That's going to build him 6 more life. And he's going to heal his face back up. Now, that does take a lot of the burst out of his potential here, so that's going to be a rough call. But here, I think you slam Justicar Trueheart. Just boom, tempo Justicar Trueheart.
Justicar, Valley.
Now, do you ever just entomb this, or do you play your own Justicar? I say you play your own Justicar, and then you trade in the 6-3, and now you're left with a 6-3 where your opponent has Jack and shit.
Sounds like a viable plan.
Yeah. So Malkarok definitely coming down here and be like, yo, I got this. And he gets... Oh! That value. Justicar is out of the way. He's going to entomb it? Oh! And here comes the Acidic Swamp Ooze. Probably getting the best value it possibly can. We like that kind of play, guys. Here is definitely Sylvanas hero power. Not much else you can really do here.
She has no time for games.
No time for games. Now, the really cool thing about this is it will stop the opponent from playing their Sylvanas. So what we'll see here is a trade, Excavated Evil, and then probably just a pass. Though they could actually get away with playing the Soul Priest. Alright, so Nefarian coming down because I want to take free stuff and have some fun with it.
Alright, so definitely not going to play Shadow Form anytime soon.
No, but Thought Steal is definitely going to be of some value here. Whoa, is that a Paletress I see?
Oh, fuck yes. Take this time to consider your past deeds. What do we got? What do we got?
Come on, Ragnaros! And...
Oh shit, Nosdormu hype!
Nosdormu!
What?
So, here's
Execute.
what oh, that was a slight little miscue there. Slight little miscue, but that's okay. The amount of time, the APM is real. He's actually gonna be like, all right, let's see your APM, bitch.
15 seconds, Griss. Archer, heal up, draw a card. How do you plan to deal with it? Are you gonna just trade? Yep, just gonna trade.
Gotta trade. He's gotta trade.
Throw out the Sylvanas. Yep. Bye bye, Nosdormu. It was nice to see you.
Shadow Word Death deals. Oh my god. Oh, you gotta love priest games, guys. You gotta love priest games.
Always hype.
Oh, this is real card slinging here. You know, these guys are battling it out like bosses. I don't know, man. Is shadow forming really in your best interest here? I don't think so. Maybe in the end game.
Yeah, if they get it down to fatigue, definitely.
Right. So, Acolyte of Pain. Acolyte of Pain. Gonna be good. What we're gonna end up seeing is one of them getting stolen. And then some card draw.
Let me change your mind.
Oh, yeah. This is gonna feel so bad. Here comes the Shadow Word Pain. Boom! You have no card draw now, sir. Have a nice day, and you take 1. How bad do you feel brawling here, considering you're killing one of the minions you just put in? Or you could go for an Excavated Evil, but that really doesn't take care of that 4/5 that's going to be problematic, and they're just going to heal it back. So I think you actually have to go with a Brawl first. I honestly think you should Brawl in this scenario, but I mean, you're not going to get many high-value targets.
So many choices.
Instead, he's going to go, nope, we're going to pressure you. You just used some shenanigans there. Let's see what you got here. He doesn't have... Actually, I take that back. He's got the perfect answer for this. He's going to see what he gets first. Oh, look, he got his own Malkarok. So, Akanai Soul Priest definitely coming down. Bam, bam, bam. Now, we were wondering how he was going to deal with that 4/5. That was a pretty good choice there. Doomhogger! Oh, please play the Doomhogger. Please play the Doomhogger. Ladies and gentlemen, the first time ever seen in a tournament, Doomhogger! And hero power. Alright, and then... Boom. Takes even more damage to the face.
Welcome to the exhibit.
Twilight Summoner. Twilight Summoner is the auto pick here, considering this was Warriors, and they like to use whirlwind type effects, so... Alright, so Excavated Evil seems like the go-to play here. But you may not want to do it. You might want to tank this, 9 damage. But by doing so, what you end up doing is creating a scenario that they can't heal through. That's exactly what he is leading out. But that circle of healing is going to be really difficult to deal with. And here comes Malkarok himself. And he gets... Oh, no! He just realized this is going to hurt. Oh, the pain!
That's
the pain!
Not quite what was...
Oh my god, this is nasty.
Don't see that happening.
This is almost as bad as a Cursed Blade, ladies and gentlemen. Almost as bad.
So now he's on 11, but he can't die just yet, so still relatively in his favor.
I say you go for the Brawl here. Definitely go for the Brawl.
Best case scenario, not sure if it comes out. Worst case scenario, Malkarok comes out. Best case scenario! That is
now,
some real RNG in Crimeboss's favor.
Yep, and so you go ahead and... Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Is he not going to clear it? Okay, a little bit of a misplay there. He should have attacked first and then done it.
This document looks legally binding.
Alright, so here comes this nasty little bastard, which, hey, your AoEs that you normally use, not going to be effective. I would also like to point out that 60% of the cards in Crimeboss's hands are priests, and he is a warrior. This is normally what you see in a priest's hand, not in a warrior's hand.
Everybody wants to be a priest. They just don't want to admit it.
Nobody wants to be a priest.
Nobody wants.
Shadow Word Pain taking short work of the Bloodhoof. You know, if ever there was a time that Shadow Word Pain was getting some value, it's this meta.
True.
Alright.
Fauna Fenza.
Ooh, very nice. Very, very nice. And another
Icon
brawl.
Brawl.
Yep.
So my question here is, why would you float 4 mana instead of just playing out the spawn at Enzoth? Because I'm going to assume that this deck does run Enzoth, so...
He wants to hold back some cards to make it seem like he's got something bigger than what he does. It's a psychological play.
Fair enough, but I mean, you do get a 3/3 on board, and if he does clear board, then it buffs the 5/5 that gets left behind to an 8/8.
Very true. Very true.
And I think you'd want to bait out whatever removal your opponent's holding on to.
You would think, but remember, this is a matchup that generally goes to fatigue. It's a very thought out
This is also true.
kind of match. So you kind of want to hold back some of those little gimmicks towards the end.
That armor gain, though, Jesus.
That is true. That armor gain is going to be a problem. But remember, Priest can heal as well.
Too bad we can't heal past 30.
Oh, and here's the other reason why. So the map's going to go down. The monkey is going into the deck, and another heal comes down. So some really good possibilities here. Next round, we might actually see Griss start chipping away at that armor in a large chunk. Like, reducing it in half. So still no good plays here.
Still waiting on the day when Blizzard creates a card that cuts armor.
Choices.
They've made one that bypasses armor.
Because we already have Alexstrasza that cuts health. So I think it's only fair that we'd get something that cuts armor.
It'd be nice.
Or, well, something I always wondered is why they never potentially made armor shield slam. When you use shield slam, it uses the armor that you have.
See, that was a suggestion that I put out about 2.5 years ago when Control Warrior first came out. I was like, no, this is just way too damn effective. Why play any good sized minion? It's just gonna get nuked. And
yeah, because I mean, if you use shield slam on something that has like 8 health, then at least like minus the 8 armor off the warrior. Then like make them like actually use it instead of just it being there and staying there.
Well, the suggestion, when I put forth that suggestion, the responses I got from the community was less than pleasant, and what I got from the developers was actually quite simple and pretty directed to the point. And it was this: it would be too wordy on the card.
Fair enough.
Though there might come a time where they actually introduce that mechanic, but right now they're not willing to do it.
I know Blizzard is very stringent about putting too much text on cards because it's not like friendly to new stuff. So once you said that, I can totally see that being a Blizzard type thing. So fair enough.
All right, so here comes the brawl. Oh no, it's gonna be the Excavated Evil. He's like, nope, you ain't getting shit. That's a good play there. So no value off any of it. And he is sitting now at 53 life. We might actually get to the fatigues here very shortly. Hover over the amount of cards left. Alright, so here comes the Thought Steal. Thought Steal's gonna come down and...
Thought Steal value? What?
Emperor Thorazan! Look at the reduction he is getting. That's going to be pretty big later on.
If that ain't value, I don't know what is.
Well, considering now he has the potential of knocking 10 off pretty damn conveniently, actually. 14 armor right off. That'll be nice. So here's a scenario where you really want a Cabal. Did not get it, but uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is it that time? I think it's that time. When you're looking at this much armor, 70 life, the only thing that's going to save you is a bunch of good legendaries. And here you go. Good legendaries.
Well, let's see what happens. Alright, so we got the
there's a gold
Ragnaros, we
dragon
got the
there.
Gruul,
Oh,
we got the Tink Master, which I think might be a fair play if it hits the 2-6. But it does not. It hits the 6-6 taunt. We got a Harrison Jones for any weapons that might come out late game. We got a Nefari, and that should come in handy.
I don't think you really want to use Harrison Jones here at this point with the amount of cards you have left.
Well, it depends on the weapon.
That is true. That is true because it's going to be a legendary either way. And wait a minute. Hover over that far left card, please. Yeah, as if...
Wilfred Fizzleback.
Exactly. So here comes the Bash trade.
You know, my problem is this. Most times in an Elise match, whoever Elise is first loses.
This might not be that scenario, though.
But because, alright, on the one hand, right now, based on cards, Crimeboss is running out because he has 2. And Griss has 3. But Crimeboss still has access to his removal tools.
That is true, too. He's got Brawl, which Brawl basically says, go ahead, have a bunch of legendaries. I'll clear it all. But with Ragnaros coming on the board, that's a really scary scenario. This is definitely going to force out a shield slam.
Without a doubt, that shit is getting shield.
So shield slam's going to come out. Bam. So what do you follow this up with? Do you go with the Gruul? I think you do. I think you go with the Gruul.
Why would you... Wow, what?
Yeah.
Why would you not put out Grommash there and trade to kill the Tink Master? That way you have a 10-10 Grommash on board to deal with.
Whoa, is that 2 Gruuls? No, it's Allocator the Windlord. This is a good play. I like this play. I like this play a lot. Now this is definitely going to force Grommash to come out of hiding to deal with that, because the last thing you want to do is make legendaries cheaper. Wow, every Thursday and you're a day late and $1 short.
Wilfred Fizzlebank doesn't do anything because he doesn't draw the cards from his...
Oh, that is true. That is true. You get nothing out of that, but it's just a 4/4 body. Wait, is that Nat Pagel? He drew a Nat Pagel! He drew a Nat Pagel!
Nat the Dark Fisher. Hype!
Nat Pagel! He's gonna fucking mill him!
Wow.
The mill is real, ladies and gentlemen!
The value right now. 50% chance. Nope, didn't fish anything up this time around. I need that dart fish.
Oh my! You know what's really sad though? He has to brawl here. He's not gonna brawl. Is he just gonna pass? Be like, I'm okay with it.
I'm out of cards.
Oh wow!
Right, down to the wire, folks. Going into the fatigue damage. Can the warrior outlast his 40 armor?
I right here, I would say you go with Cenarius and go for the buff on these minions and then just break through the face hard.
Sounds like a plan. Because I mean, you do have a Wind Fury minion, so I mean that's added damage.
That's 10. That's 14 damage burst right there. 2 and...
Ooh, he fished something up this time.
Ooh!
There comes the bra.
19 damage in a turn. 19 damage. And and the most trolly card that could lead to the fatality of Crimeboss stays on the board. Okay, so at this point,
50 health. A new Brack. What?
Brack, yeah, go ahead, boss. Put it back into my deck. I'll take it. I'll be happy. Oh my god.
The value from the Dark Fisher.
That Dark Fisher has equated to 14 damage. Now here's the question, which do you kill?
No, he ain't killing shit. He's going for face damage. He's gonna hope that he can get him low enough to start doing serious damage with fatigue. So that's 2 damage fatigue this turn.
Right.
I'm assuming a Newberg's gonna trade and go back.
Yep. Goes back in. Boom.
Ooh, buff hype. What?
And Crimeboss is left without any option.
I'm assuming that's
6. And Fisher does not give him another 7. Okay, so
you have a board. Way ahead on fatigue. And you have ball fault to take the fucking damage. And you can heal back up ball if you want.
I played rules right here.
Look at that shit right. Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
I play Gruul. I play Gruul all day long because he's golden, and that just says, nah, dude, you're done.
Yep, correct. GG's to both players. Griss manages to clutch it out against Crimeboss. Priest hype. What?
It was actually looking rough there, but that's one of those matches that